Hello, Madridistas, and thanks for joining us on today's interesting episode as we talk you through some very important updates at Real Madrid. Kickstarting on today's agenda, Carlo Ancelotti will renew his contract with Real Madrid according to some very important reports. We are going to bring you the full details on that in this episode, and shortly after that, we will quickly turn our attention elsewhere as Manchester City legend David Silva explains why he turned down the offer to join Real Madrid as far back as 2010. We're also going to be bringing you all the details about that on this episode, so please stay tuned right up to the end. Do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel so you do not miss on our next update. The list of candidates to replace Carlo Ancelotti at Real Madrid is growing longer by the day. What began as a closed group with Xabi Alonso, Raul Gonzalez and Alvaro Arbeloa now has the likes of Roberto Di Zerbi, Mauricio Pochettino, Zinedine Zidane and even Lionel Scaloni on it. On one side, Real Madrid are linked with all of the aforementioned names to some capacity. Currently, however, there are talks about renewing Ancelotti and the situation is quite clearly uncertain. The last 24 hours have been crucial in deciding the Merengue's managerial future, or so it seems. Yesterday, it was reported that Real Madrid were headed towards renewing the Italian tactician and that the deal would be completed by Christmas. Now, journalist Josep Paderol of El Chiringuito relays that Real Madrid will indeed renew his contract with Real Madrid. The administration are satisfied with the start he has provided to the new season and see him as the right man to take the project forward. Needless to say, the crushes all talks of a potential departure to the Brazilian national team despite convincing words by the Brazilian Football Federation president. After all, Ancelotti has openly denied the same on numerous occasions. Earlier this year, words had it that Ancelotti's renewal would depend on Real Madrid's performances across all competitions this season. The number of quality of trophies won, the report said, would be the decisive factor. It now appears that the management are satisfied with the start Real Madrid have achieved and do not see the need to wait until the business end of the season. After all, Real Madrid are currently joint leaders in La Liga and comfortably on top in the UEFA Champions League group stage. Having talked on that, we are going to quickly turn our attention elsewhere as Manchester City legend David Silva reveals why he rejected Real Madrid as far back as in 2010. Former Manchester City and Real Sociedad midfielder David Silva has revealed why he rejected the chance to join Real Madrid in 2010, saying that he found the Manchester City sporting project really exciting. In the summer of 2010, the then 24 years old Silva moved from Valencia to join the Premier League side despite the fact that Real Madrid had shown interest as well. For what it is worth, the attacking midfielder went on to spend 10 successful years with the Citizens, making more than 400 appearances while scoring 77 goals. During his tenure, he won 4 Premier League titles and 2 FA Cups. In a recent interview with Spanish publication AS, The now retired midfielder revealed that the reason why he joined Manchester City back then was because they showed extreme confidence in him. First, because they bet heavily on me. I felt their trust and support from the first call between us, he said. Then, because they actually told me in those conversations that the sporting project they were planning would be what it is in the end. Following the 2009-2010 season, Real Madrid were heavily linked with Silva, so much so that club president Florentino Perez vowed to see out the operation himself. He even asked for a report about the midfielder. Just as the management agreed was on the verge of completion, the president withdrew from the deal, citing Silva's failure to comply himself with the necessary dignity while donning the renowned white shirt. As it turns out, the reason why Real Madrid decided not to go ahead with the signing of his drinking and partying lifestyle. Be that as it may, the failed transfer did not have any precautions, as even Madrid won 3 La Liga, as many Copa del Rey and 4 UEFA Champions League titles between 2010 and 2020. So having said that, we have come to the end of this episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. See you next time, and Hala Madrid to us all.